After you've done the work of understanding your own business better, now you can think about things like, the regular ongoing storytelling machine that needs to be fed. And whether you're an entrepreneur who's chief cook and bottle washer, or you're focused exclusively on marketing, you're the head of marketing, you know that we're always having to post. So on social media, we're having to announce events, we're having to write email blasts, do email marketing. You know what? These are all stories. Some are short stories, some are feature length, but they can benefit from knowing some basic elements of storytelling. And I'm going to share with you some of the ones that I like a lot. So when you're crafting a press release or you're making a YouTube video or something, stop and think about what people might be curious about. What are they curious about? Are they looking to know what amenities you have? Do they want to know how far the drive is from the airport, or if you're a good destination for winter? Tapping into their curiosity about you is going to make it easy for you to come up with answers. Um, Also, this is really important. Start to focus on the characters involved in your business. There's tons of research that shows people respond much better to a business when they know the people, especially the founders behind the company. And believe me, I've done enough Facebook ad campaigns for businesses to know that the ads that have people's faces in them get a much higher click-through rate. That's just the kind of animal we are. We want to see other people. Much of my job, sadly, is dealing with founders who have a story running in their heads about how they don't want to be in front of the camera. I don't want to be in front of the camera. I don't want to get my picture taken. And I have to say, get over it, because we're in the age of the Kardashians. Whether you like it or not, that's where we're at. People want to know a person and not a company. And that, is not going away anytime soon. One of my favorite hotels in Costa Rica is always featuring in their social media the conservation specialist that's on staff. And they always make these little videos of him going out into the rainforest and telling us about the different plants and stuff like that. And I am so loyal to that place. When I go to Costa Rica, and that part of Costa Rica, I never want to go anywhere else but there. You also want to realize that stories are conversations. They have to be conversations. And you do that by asking questions and by answering questions. I'm surprised when a client asks me to look at their Facebook strategy and I see a whole bunch of people who have left all these rave reviews and there's no replies or thank yous. They get an alert and they go, oh, that's nice. If you're making a video or writing a blog post, I want you to pretend that there is a real person, one person, just one person, not people. Imagine that person and have a personal chat with them, that one person. Have a conversation. And also know that all stories have conflict. If you have a Facebook video or you made a Facebook album or you're using Instagram stories, there should be a character, perhaps your customer, who has an obstacle to overcome. Maybe they're taking on their first rapids, or maybe they're trying to have a successful getaway from the kids, or maybe they're doing a zip line for the first time. There's something that is an obstacle. Start with something that your customers seem to always be curious about. Decide who the customers are in your story. Treat it like a conversation, and then see if you can show how people have conquered an obstacle.